Hello and welcome to Learn Python 3 the hard way. We are doing exercise 2. Very exciting. This is a very tiny exercise, and I'm going to type it in one more time just so you can see what the process for creating a new file and typing in the code is. Now I'm going to show you another way to make a new file. In the previous exercise, I made it and then I saved it and I told where I wanted it saved. But within Atom, I can actually right-click here and I can say New File. And then I can say ex1 or 2.py. And it will make it in that directory for me. Now I can save, and then I'm going to go over to my PowerShell, and I'm going to do ls again. And then you can see exercise 2 is there now. So that's a little bit easier than how you did it before. Now I'm going to type this code in, and I'm going to speed this up because it's nearly the same process. So here, watch me work. Okay, as you can see, I had to move some things around so I can see the whole screen. And that's just a limitation of the fact that I'm doing this on a 1080p video with side-by-side. And yeah, I got to get the font large enough for you to read. But other than that, not a big deal. Now, if I come over here, I can now run Python ex2.py, and there we go. And by the way, I'm actually hitting tab. I do ex2 and then I hit the tab and that completes it. So if I hit tab again, it'll go to the next one. Now, one of the things that we want to do is we want to prove that this code up here will run. Okay. There you go. And now let's do something a little new. So let me put this back, this comment back. And as you can see, it's not difficult. I mean, you're basically copying what's kind of like a weird English. You know, it's just sort of a strangely formatted English. And there's nothing really difficult about this. The difficulty, I think, comes from the fact that most people are not used to copying things very, very exactly. And really, copying is not the goal of the book. The goal of the book is to do the study drills, understand the student questions, do the study drills, and then also breaking and seeing how things break. So let's start that now. And the reason why I emphasize breaking the software or your little Python scripts is because you break it all the time when you code. I've been coding for a very long time, and I make bugs and I break stuff all the time. Everyone does it. If anyone tells you they don't, they are lying. Straight up lying. Do not listen to that person. A fundamental thing about programming is it's always broken. And whenever it breaks, the computer just yells at you. It doesn't help. It just goes broken, broken, broken. It's kind of demoralizing. So sometimes you have to take a break when you do that too much. So let's create an error. I'm going to get rid of that character. This is kind of the best you can do for errors. All right, now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to run Python one more time. All right, let's see what we got. So it said invalid syntax, and you can see the error is down here. See, that says syntax error. And we're looking at line 4 of this file. So what we want to do is we want to come back to line 4. So let's go see if we can see line 4. And see, we have the line numbers over here, so we're good. We can come in and go there, and it says the syntax error. Now, my brain is highly trained to find these syntax errors most of the time. Trust me, sometimes it's very difficult. So I just know right away I got to do that. And notice the color of it changes, so that helps some. But your brain might not be that trained. So what you got to do is come up to here, to your code. You look at my line 4. You compare it to your line 4 and start at this character and read it backwards, comparing to my characters, reading it backwards. Now, if you don't find the error, maybe it's the line above it. Believe it or not, a lot of programming languages are fairly terrible at telling you accurate line numbers. So you start at the line number they tell you and you move backwards. That's how you solve it. Now, once we fix that, like this. Oh, and notice Adam is trying to help me, so don't let Adam help you. And then come here, like that. There we go. It's running again. Let's try a different error we can cause. Let's get rid of this parentheses there. Come back here. There we go. Unexpected end of file while parsing. That's a syntax error again. Again, very complicated for you to learn because you're just starting out. So all you got to know, though, is look at line 10. So you come back, and there's nothing on line 10. So remember, the clue, that's just a clue. That's not the answer. It's a clue. You got to find out how this is messed up. So go to the next line. Now, my brain, again, goes, oh, you need a parentheses. But you look at your code on the right compared to my code on the left, and comparing it backwards, you see you're missing a parentheses. Okay, that's exercise 2, and then, pretty much that's it. What you should do is do the study drills. These are fairly straightforward. I don't give too many answers for study drills because you're supposed to kind of figure them out on your own. In a lot of cases, there's not too many right or wrong answers. A lot of them are just having you do new stuff. That's pretty much it. So just do them. And there's some cases where the study drills are a little difficult or not understood. I do tell you more. But for the most part, you read it, you do it. That's about it. All right. Once you finish this, move on to exercise 3. And remember, starting in exercise 3, I'm not going to go through this process of typing every file in for you. It's straightforward. You just read the book and you type the text in. So there's no reason to watch me do it in a video. It's not like that helps you figure it out more. In fact, it's slower and kind of annoying to watch people type. So do it on your own. And from now on, unless it's something important, I'm going to start with the code already typed in, and then I'm going to break it and debug it, analyze it, tell you how it works, and so on. All right, see you at exercise 3.